don't know how anybody, honestly, well, not anybody, because there are people doing better, but they're at the upper end. They always will do better. Well, even there are exceptions there. Some people lose it. But the bottom line is this. We had a study. We reported a study some 2 weeks ago that found that all incomes have declined more in the last 3 years during the recovery than they did during the recession. And remember, these people are living off the news that the recovery started in June of 2009. That's what the regime has put out there. And that's going to come back to bite them, and it is, because there hasn't been a recovery. But that's what everybody, even the fragile recovery, showing that job growth and the fragile recovery. You've heard the news. Well, the fact of the matter is that since June of 2009, all incomes have declined more since June of 2009 than they did during the actual recession. How can anybody be better off? The cost of food stamps has doubled in the last 4 years. The number of people on food stamps has doubled in the last 4 years. An 85-year-old career criminal blames it on the fact the government isn't giving her enough. Doris, what's her name? The Moron Club out in Torrance, California. Martin O'Malley, Maryland governor, stepped in it on Face the Nation. Bob Schieffer, they're talking about presidential race and the economy. And are people better off now than they were 4 years ago?
Can you honestly say that people are better off today than they were 4 years ago?
No, but that's not the question of this election.
No, they're not better off. And then he got taken to woodshed a la Cory Booker, and hours later he was back correcting himself. Yeah, of course everybody's better off. I forget what he said the rest of this bite when he says not the question. The question is, the usual, Bush caused this, and who's better equipped to fix it? Do we want to continue the policies that got us in this mess? Blah, 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 blah. Same old rigmarole. Here was Joe Bite Me yesterday in Detroit, AFL-CIO Labor Day. And this is what Bite Me had to say.
Let me make something clear and say it to the press. America is better off today than they left us when they left. And if it weren't so hot, I'd go into detail why I say that.
So Chains, did you hear what Chains said there? Let me make something clear and say to the press, America is better off today than they left us when they left. Can you imagine the morons trying to figure that out? America is better off today than they left us when they left, and if it weren't so hot, I'd go into detail why I say that. Okay, so I guess this is the campaign. Osama is dead. Solyndra is dead. Your job is dead. The economy is dead. And all that hope and change stuff is dead, too. And Bush made it happen. Here's Biden. Joe Bite Me. It wasn't too hot to continue with this.
You want to know whether we're better off? I got a little bumper sticker for you. Osama bin Laden is dead and General Motors is alive.
Pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. The Volt is dead. They just shut it down. They just shut down production. And folks, again, I want to stress to you, General Motors has been nationalized. The regime bought it and gave it to the United Auto Workers. It has not rebounded. It has not paid back its so-called loans. And there's nobody. I hate talking this way about General Motors. General Motors is American iconic. Nobody likes sitting here using General Motors as an example of American failure. We don't even like talking about it, but we can't avoid it because this party, the Democrat Party and Obama, are the architects of it. Here's Obama giving himself the incomplete grade.
I would say incomplete, but What I would say is the steps that we've taken in saving the auto industry, in making sure that college is more affordable, in investing in clean energy and science and technology and research, those are all the things that we're going to need to grow over the long term.
This is delusional. This is really delusional. Saving the auto industry? Making sure that college is more affordable? What's the lament? The lament is college graduates coming out of school with so much debt that they have no hope of paying it back. What, college more affordable? Is there anybody who's going to college or recently graduated that buys that? College is more affordable? Investing in clean energy? Solyndra, anybody? By the way, guess what we just learned today? Dingy Harry's son, Rory Reid. I think this is a UK newspaper. Rory Reid, son of Dingy Harry, is involved with the Chi-Coms to bring a solar energy business plant, whatever, to Nevada. There is no solar business. It doesn't exist. Well, without subsidies, but even the ones that get subsidies, look at Solyndra. The business isn't there yet. Investing in clean energy, science, and technology and research, that's like roads and bridges. It's meaningless. Private sector makes those investments. Private sector is where all that stuff happens. We need to grow these things over the law. This is delusional. This is pure, 100% delusion.